There is a reason why humans are afraid of the dark. For millions of years, the darkness did not belong to us, it belonged to them. The wolves, the great cats, the owls, the apex predators. Nature gave these hunters a specific gift, a biological flashlight, eyes that burn with the color of gold, copper, and amber. It is a warning signal. It says, "I see you, but you do not see me." But here is the anomaly. Look around you today. Look at the person sitting across from you. Most humans, over 79% of the population, have the eyes of the earth, dark brown, designed to block the sun. Another 8 to 10% have the eyes of the sky, blue, a recent mutation from the Ice Age. But then there is the remnant. Less than 5% of the human race possesses eyes that defy categorization. They are not quite brown, they are not quite green. They shift, they change, they contain rings of fire and bursts of starburst yellow. We call them hazel, we call them amber, but biologically, we should call them something else. Science has discovered that these eyes contain a pigment called lipochrome. It is the exact same pigment found in the eyes of the wolf and the eagle. It is rare in humans. So rare that for centuries it was considered a sign of witchcraft, of lycanthropy, or of divine intervention. In this extensive investigation, we are going to decode the DNA of the golden lineage. We will explain why your eyes seem to change color with your mood. We will reveal the dark history of the evil eye talisman and why it was created specifically to ward you off. And we will answer the ultimate question. If evolution is about survival, why did nature give you the eyes of a predator? If you have these eyes, you are a walking contradiction. Welcome to the mystery of the wolf gene. To understand the wolf eye, we must first destroy a lie that you learned in grade school art class. You were taught that if you mix blue and yellow paint, you get green. That is true on a canvas. It is false in the human eye. The human eye does not contain a single drop of green pigment, nor does it contain blue ink. So how does a hazel eye exist? It is a masterclass in physics called the Tyndall effect, closely related to Rayleigh scattering. Imagine a dark room filled with smoke. If you shine a white light through it, the smoke looks blue. Why? Because the tiny particles scatter the short blue wavelengths first. This is exactly what happens in a blue eye. It is structurally empty. It scatters light. But a hazel eye is a battlefield. In a hazel iris, two distinct forces are fighting for control. First, you have the Rayleigh scattering trying to make the eye blue. Second, you have a moderate amount of melanin, or brown pigment, trying to make the eye dark. And third, the wild card, the wolf element. Lipochrome. Lipochrome, or pheomelanin, is a yellow-reddish pigment. When you layer this yellow filter over the scattered blue light, your brain perceives green. It is an optical illusion. But in hazel eyes, the mixture is not uniform, it is chaotic. Usually, the melanin concentrates in the center, hugging the pupil. This creates a starburst or a sunflower effect. The outer ring remains empty, appearing blue or gray. This is why people with hazel eyes are often called chameleons. You are not changing your pigment, you are reflecting your environment. Wear a green shirt, the light reflects off the fabric, hits your eye, and amplifies the green illusion. Stand in the dark, the pupil dilates, crushing the pigments together, making them look brown. You are a living prism. But there is one color that isn't an illusion: amber. Here is where the confusion stops. Hazel eyes are a mixture. Amber eyes are solid. If hazel is chaos, amber is purity. True amber eyes are extraordinarily rare, possibly rarer than green eyes. They do not have the blue ring. They do not change color. They are a solid, piercing gold, copper, or russet. And this is where the animal connection becomes undeniable. In the animal kingdom, this color serves a critical purpose. It is linked to the tapetum lucidum, a reflective layer behind the retina that allows animals to see in the dark, the eye shine you see in headlights. While humans lost the tapetum lucidum millions of years ago, those with amber eyes retained the pigment of the night hunter, Lipochrome. Why did nature keep this trait in humans? Evolutionary biologists have a theory called the frequency-dependent selection. In simple terms, being rare is an advantage. Imagine a tribe of early humans. Everyone has dark brown eyes. Suddenly, a child is born with glowing golden eyes. They stand out. They are noticed. They are seen as special, or perhaps dangerous. Some anthropologists suggest that lighter eyes were sexually selected because they are easier to read. When your pupils dilate, a sign of attraction or fear, it is highly visible on a light background. Dark eyes conceal emotion. Light eyes reveal it. Having amber eyes meant your signals were amplified. You were hyper-expressive. But there is a darker theory. Maybe we didn't evolve this. Maybe we inherited it from a species that is no longer here. Let's go deeper into the code. We need to look at chromosome 15. For years, scientists thought eye color was simple. Big B for brown, dominant, little b for blue, recessive. We were wrong. It is actually controlled by two neighboring genes, OCA2 and HERC2. Think of OCA2 as the factory that produces melanin, pigment. Think of HERC2 as the switch that turns the factory on or off. In blue-eyed people, the HERC2 switch is completely broken. The factory shuts down. No pigment. In brown-eyed people, the switch is on. Full production. But in hazel and amber eyes, the switch is glitching. It's not fully on and it's not fully off. It is allowing a specific type of melanin, lipochrome, to leak through while holding back the dark eumelanin. This specific mutation is incredibly complex to map. This is why two brown-eyed parents can have a hazel-eyed baby, but two blue-eyed parents almost never have a dark-eyed baby. This genetic glitch is also responsible for the most beautiful error in human biology, central heterochromia. This is when the HERC2 switch fluctuates during the development of the iris in the womb. It creates a distinct ring of gold around the pupil, separate from the outer color. If you have this ring of fire, you are looking at a frozen moment in time, a record of your genetic code hesitating between light and dark. Biology is one thing. Mythology is another. Throughout history, humans have always feared what they do not understand, and the golden eye was feared above all else. Have you ever seen the Nazar, the blue glass eye amulet found everywhere in Turkey, Greece, and the Middle East? Tourists buy them as souvenirs, but do you know what they are actually for? They are not just good luck. They are a shield specifically designed to protect against the evil eye. And what color is the evil eye in ancient folklore? It is not blue. It is often described as fiery, burning, or yellow. In the superstitious mind of the ancient world, people with light-colored eyes, especially amidst a population of dark-eyed people, were thought to possess the power to curse with a glance. The logic was simple. The sun dries up the crops. Fire destroys the village. Therefore, eyes the color of the sun and fire must carry destructive power. Yet at the same time, they were worshipped. In ancient Sumeria, the gods were often depicted with shining, luminous eyes. It was a duality. If you had these eyes, you were either a god or a witch. There was no middle ground. You were an outsider. And biologically, That isolation tells us exactly where you came from. So, where is the ground zero for the Hazel and Amber mutation? Genetic mapping points to a specific corridor, the Anatolian Plateau and the Caucasus Mountains. This was the bridge between Europe and Asia. It was the meeting point of the ancient hunter-gatherers from the north and the farmers from the Fertile Crescent. This mixture of populations created a genetic explosion. This is why today you find the highest concentration of true hazel and amber eyes, not in Scandinavia, where eyes are blue, and not in Africa, where eyes are brown, but in the populations of Spain, France, Brazil, and the Middle East. It is the signature of the Great Migration. The Romans were fascinated by the fierce eyes of the Celts and Gauls. They described them as terrible to look upon in battle. If you carry this gene, you were likely descended from these warriors who stood at the crossroads of civilization. You carry the DNA of the survivors who adapted to the changing world, not by hiding, but by becoming distinct. Fast forward to the 21st century. The superstition is gone, but the instinct remains. How does the world perceive you today? Psychological studies on facial perception have shown fascinating results. Brown eyes are consistently rated as the most trustworthy. Blue eyes are rated as the most attractive, but also cold. But hazel and amber eyes? Participants in studies often rate hazel eyes as unpredictable and independent. Because the color shifts, the brain struggles to categorize the person. This subconsciously signals mystery and danger. You are harder to read, harder to pin down. People are drawn to you, but they are also wary of you. Just like the wolf, you command attention without speaking a word. In a world of billions, uniformity is the norm. Nature loves averages. But every once in a while, nature decides to paint outside the lines. Your eyes are a happy accident of evolution, a glitch in the HERC2 switch, a remnant of the Ice Age, a memory of the Anatolian hunter. So, the next time someone asks you what color your eyes are, don't just say hazel. Don't just say brown. Tell them you carry the wolf gene. Tell them you were the carrier of the golden lineage. Because in the end, you are not just seeing the world differently. The world is seeing you differently. Now, I want to conduct a global census right here in the comments. Go to the mirror. Use your phone flashlight. Do you have the ring of fire around your pupil? Do your eyes change from green to brown? Or are you one of the rare, true amber wolves? Leave your description below. Let's find out how many of you are out there. And if you want to know why some people have blood that is rejected by the entire human race, click on this video about Rh null blood. I'm Lost Origins, and keep digging.